What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and this is the continuation of my Albaz structure deck, seeing how much we can spend to make these cards as good as we can. This episode, we're going into the Eldlich, going with the Zombies, making a Branded Eldlich deck, and I'll tell you, it's super spicy. And it is probably one of my new favorite decks. It's just redonkulously good. But before we get into that deck profile, make sure, go down there, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell, and tell me, what is your favorite archetype you're mixing in with these decks? After that, let's get into the deck profile. Okay, here's how this deck ranges out. We aren't using a ton of cards from the structure deck, but it's really just awesome cards. First up, we're starting off with the 2 Fallen of Albaz because you need them for your fusions. Then to get to those fusion cards, we're playing 2 of the kit. That just kind of helps us search out the branded fusion. And we're playing 3 of those. The new branded fusion, this thing is, it's gross. And you know, I'm probably gonna bring you one more deck after this one to continue the series on. And that one is ridiculously expensive. But this one is expensive, but there's definitely options for making it less so. Keeping with our fusion theme, we're definitely going with the 3 Super Poly. Super Poly just works really good with this deck, and it's a great going first or second card. I do want to play some hand traps in this one. We're up in our price point with 3 Ash Blossoms. It's just the best general hand trap in the game, and you know, it costs over $20, so it's $60. This is the cost of your last deck completely. So just know this goes up in price. If you wanted to switch this out, you could go with the Veiler, the Ghost Ogre that came with the structure deck. That's perfectly fine. These are just what I think is better. And shiny gold rare. Some searchers. Playing 2 Pot of Extravagance. Pot of Extravagance is just a really good general searcher, and we play, you know, full extra deck, and after our opening board, we don't use it as much. So, you know, if you're just into your grind game with your Eldlich, you're not going to need it as much. So watch out for banishing your good cards, but you know, we're playing a lot of them, so you're not going to have to worry about it. I do play 1 Monster Reborn. It's one for a reason. It just brings back one of your nasty monsters or one of your opponent's nasty monsters. So a lot of fun there. Okay, getting into the Golden Lord package, we've got, of course, 1, 2, 3 Golden Lords with Golden Rare. Obviously, you've got to. Just an awesome boss monster. You can destroy something on the board. You can bring him back with a bonus to his attack damage and everything, and he's immune. So, just awesome recursion, and he's a great grind card. More grindy options. I'm playing 2 of the Conquistador. This one you can definitely bump up to 3. So just know that if you wanted to, you could bump that up to 3, no problem. 2 of the other Golden Land card. Just another good card, helps you continue, you know, mixing things out. And then we're playing 2 of the Sanguine. Sanguine, that's another one you could bump up to 3 if you wanted to. I ended up playing a lot of 2-ofs in this deck, so I just kind of went with that theme for that too. And I ended up playing several spell cards in the archetype just to help you get to your Golden Lord. So that's why I don't have as many of the trap cards. So you could easily cut out like these 2 and bump those other ones up to 3. So just, you know, that's an option if you prefer that. Getting into our general trap cards. The one that I swear, I hate this card. It needs to get banned. It's just gross. But I'm playing it at 3 because it's legal. And if you get this on board with your normal combo, game's just over. You know, there's just no coming back. One card I like, and I don't see in a ton of decks, is Crackdown. It's a fun thing going first. You know, they put out one of their boss monsters, and then it becomes your boss monster. It can't do anything, but it's, you know, off the board for them. So pretty good. Then I'm running 2 Gozen Match. Yes, our opening board would suffer having this on there, but you can always set that up in the back row, use your effects, wait for them to get rid of one of your monsters so you just have a Golden Lord on the field. Drop this, and it's going to lock down a ton of decks. Then, just getting more banishing Ice Dragon's Prison. I mean, this card's busted. You know, it banishes 2 cards. So, it's just a good card. And then a lot of those spell-heavy decks, Anti-Spell Fragrance. This thing can lock down those decks really hard. I mean, they don't stop the first play, but keeps them from continuing, so it's really nice. And then we finish off the deck with more hand traps. Hand traps. Playing the 2 impermanents. I just like it for general utility. If you do end up playing it in your opening, day going first and you play it, it's a nice hand trap to throw out there. If you do set it going first, it locks down one of their spell columns, so that's even better. Okay, that's it for those. Let's get into that extra deck. Oh my god, I have so much fun playing this deck. It may be the next deck I take to my locals because nobody sees a lot of it coming. We've got, of course, the Verte because we play Super Poly. And then because we play the Golden Lords, we play Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Gustav Max. It's a name and a half. Just lets you OTK pretty good. And a lot of times you'll have your Eldlich monsters, Eldlich trap monsters in there, and they're kind of taking them space. They can go into Pallades, and he's just a nice card, has a nice quick effect, and is good to get those monsters into your graveyard so you can get their added effects. Then we play Super Poly, so we got to play the Super Poly targets. These are kind of your generic ones. They're all really good. Because we're playing the zombies, got to play the Nether Soul Dragon. This boy is probably one of my favorite cards. He's just gross. And if you're stuck in the mirror match with Eldlich, boom, Golden Lord, the mad one. He just shuts down your opponent because they don't have anything to get over him, to beat him. So it's really awesome. Then you get into your one-ofs from the structure deck. You got Searing Dragon and Ash Dragon. Those are just really good one-ofs. You can send with your Ice Jade. And to get to your Ice Jade, you've got to play 3 of Branded because you are playing the Extravagance, so you don't want to banish all of them. So you want to play that 3. And then we're playing the 2 of the Ice Blade. This card is slowly becoming one of my favorite new toys because, not only is the banish awesome, the 3K is awesome, but nobody ever reads the whole card. They always just get rid of him, and then he burns their whole field at the end of the turn. So just a great, simple extra deck that definitely has room for improvement, and I think will win you a lot of matches. Okay, do you want to see how stupid easy this deck is? How well it works together? Okay, 1 card combo time here. We got Branded Fusion. You're going to send Fallen of Albaz and the Golden Lord. And look at that! Golden Lord is already in the graveyard. Half your job is already done. Then you get your Branded Dragon. Branded Dragon is going to banish himself and the Fallen of Albaz. That's going to get you your Jade. Look here. You've already got Eldlich in the grave, a card banish, and if they destroy him on their turn, clears their whole board. And on your next turn, they're probably not going to kill you through this. You can easily get him on the field with his attack boost, and you're going to do a bunch of damage here. This is all off 1 card. So you're going to have 4 more cards going into your second turn, 5 cards to put out this board that is just gross. Okay, folks, that is it for today. This deck is about as gross as it can get. I hope you guys like it. If you're liking these videos, don't forget, like, subscribe, go down in the comments, tell me what you guys want to see. What are your favorite decks to play with this new structure deck? But until then, I'll see you guys next time. I'm Rainnite. This has been Rainnite Gaming. See ya.